Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something like that?
Look, you should never mix your drinks.
What, are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck, oh fuck, I've said shit.
Back your arse. Get a weapon collector class.
I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
You right, everyone? WeaponCollector here. Hello, the drops. Number one fan for a little bit. Hello, Josh. How you doing? Cheryl and Tom, how you doing? You right? Glad to know Tom's better. So I haven't replied to you both yet. I've read your messages. The answer is yeah, anyway. But yeah, you know what I mean. I think I did answer you, didn't I, Cheryl? Anyway, this goes out to the early people.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
I'm fucking knackered tonight. I had a fucking lovely lay-in. I say that. I went to bed at about fucking 4 o'clock, I think, in the end. So getting up at 12 isn't really a lay-in. Oh, God, I'm quite tired today. Yes, we're how are you all? You all right? I've been editing. So, actually, Tom and Cheryl, did I send you a message asking if you wanted to join in the documentary if you can? I need it soon. So if you have time, if you can get me the footage in like the next 2 or 3 days, I know that you've probably got stuff to do and other stuff, you know what I mean? But if you can get me some footage of one of you two, it'll probably be Tom, telling us about how he was a victim of a spirograph, received some kind of injury. Yeah, like an interview type thing. Spacey, how you doing, mate? You said, I bed at 4. I went at 8 a.m. Yeah, I went to bed about 4 o'clock in the morning, I think. I watched that film and I sat up for a bit. Dropped an evening oil, managed to get the skid mark out your pants. All right, they're soaking now. No skidders in my pants. Oh, God. Josh said, I've been up since 2 a.m. this morning. Fucking hell. But you're tired. Or what? 2 a.m. in the UK, though? Or 2 a.m. in a different country where that was only 4 hours ago? Oh, that's painful. Where I've got that bit my lip hot drink hurts it. I'm kidding with you, Josh. Yeah, no, you must be tired, mate. Cheryl said we'll be seeing Stephen King's movie The Long Walk. Bloody hell, Tom will do that. We'll do it over the next couple of days. Yes, please do that. Yeah, and then you'll be in the documentary. Yes, I could if you want. So you can have your face. I can blur your face if you want. If you want to be an anonymous person who's had a crinkle cut cock or whatever you've got, you know, you have to just sit there. Don't matter what the background is. Nothing. Pretend I've come round with a microphone and I'm asking you about what happened to you, and you're talking to the screen. You're talking to me. That's it, right? Yeah. Tell us what you did. Don't forget though, most people who do get crinkle cut have been doing something bad. The good people get a warning, but you can still get hurt in a warning. Dropped said I listened back to the clip I sent. Is the audio usable? Well, what I did, I've subtitled it. It's not the best audio, but it's fine. I've done it. Do you want me to show you it later? I think it's pretty good what I've done. I've done a whole scene for yours of what it is you've called in a radio show. But yeah, no, it's fine. It worked fine. But what I did was just in case some people struggled to hear it properly, I can always raise the volumes anyway. So I've raised it as loud as I could without too much background noise. And then just I just did subtitles. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that, mate. It's fucking decent. Yours, there's one little bit in yours that made me piss myself laughing. Hello, Dan. How you doing, mate? He says, sorry for being late, mate. Good to. That's all right. I was late myself. I've only been on for about 5 minutes. Yeah, I was a little bit tired tonight and I had a lot to do. I nearly didn't stream purely because I've been staring at a computer all day long, and I thought, oh, I don't know if I'm in the mood for more of that, but it's different now I'm talking to people. Drop said, just asking, no problem, do it again, but if it got it sorted, no one's. Nah, it's all good, mate. It's all good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah. Would you like to see it before, or do you want it as a surprise? I can show you before. Metallic sees it all before anyone else anyway. But some people aren't bothered. Some people like the surprise, like to see what I've done with their stuff when it happens. But some don't mind seeing it before. But I'm not bothered because it's your stuff. You did it. Yeah, it's good. So today I've done, I think I've got 4 or 5 now. So I did, I've got one from Metallic that was a phone-in one. I've now got one from the Dropped, which is a radio confession. I've got a psychiatric interview from Cornish Bob, and a full-on crinkle cut cock reconstruction from Deep in the Bunker. And they're all fucking great. So yeah, Tom, please do join in. Yeah, just you don't have to like do anything particular. You just have to sit there and tell us what happened to you. Right, and I can't wait. Yeah, if you can get it done in the next, I need it all really by Thursday. I need to get this one done. Yeah, by Thursday really, but I'm nearly there. Monday, I'm going to film the shit interviews where there's someone interviewing my character, so I'll be the star of that bit. And they're following me around while I do an investigation. And then science, that'll be a scientist doing weird shit. Sorry, pardon me. And then the last bit is just like the end of it, where it shows like what's happening with the world now, and the fact that you can buy spirographs and books and DVDs, and even Trump talks about it, and Elon Musk. Hello, Persia. How you doing, mate? Right. I think the reason I'm feeling a little bit sort of is because it's so hot in here at the minute. Boiling hot in this room. Cheryl said Tom is definitely doing it, and already a story is developed. Yes, please. Yes, I can't wait. That'll be excellent. And don't forget, if you want your face covered, that's fine. I'll do like like they do. Yeah, or you could just do your full-on face out. Even the Bunker did. No, it doesn't matter anyway. It's full fiction. It's all for fun, isn't it? The Drop said, "You're cool, Chief, but like I said yesterday, making a trailer and don't show clips. If there's an after party, then go for it." Persia said, "All good. How's your hands?" Well, it's still painful. I was invited out to play cards tonight, but I ain't gonna bother. I just want them to get better, really. I've had one little bit where my finger stuck open and I couldn't, and it did the popping sound, but that's about it really. And when I woke up this morning, it didn't hurt, which is good. But I don't know if that's just because I had fucking pins and needles in both hands anyway. I think it's because I sleep with my arms up. Because I sleep with a lot of pillows, I'm quite upright and hinged at my hip essentially, and I have to sleep with my arms up like that. And I sometimes wake up and my hands are little bit pins and needles. Yeah, and it's nothing. It's just the way I sleep. Sarah said, "What are you drinking tonight?" Just coffee tonight. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm gonna have a week off drinking. I've been drinking way too much. I probably drank about 50 fucking units of booze last weekend. Yeah, just fucking loads. A stupid amount. I think I was drinking from about 8 o'clock Saturday night till possibly 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon, maybe later. I was like unconscious but awake at that point. So yeah, just coffee tonight. Drop said, after gaming for 5 hours, mine's doing great. Well, maybe, thing is, Dropped, I thought maybe holding a controller might help. Because at least you've got it stable, it's supported, and you're not really moving it, are you? And you could do that for fucking hours. Maybe I'll have to get a game going. Hello, Barney. How you doing? How you doing, mate? Right? He said, no chance of a kit getting a shake tonight. Right? No, not tonight. Did your mum go travelling today? I bet she did, didn't she? Has she been out and about today? And who did she go with? Yeah, weirdly, I don't like the weather when it's like muggy or even in the slightest hot. So not even the weather. This room's hot. Where Metallic gave me their old telly, and it's a plasma telly, and I tell you what, that thing kicks out enough heat that you wouldn't need a heater in here in the fucking winter or a radiator. Just turn that telly on. What's the telly? Because I've had it on all day, and I sometimes forget it's on. I had it on the news, so I was just, watching the news occasionally to see what's going on. Yeah, so it's boiling hot in here, and then that makes me sort of feel like I'm half asleep. Barney said, yeah, same old, mate, always out. Yeah. Timbo said, hi, all, driven a 6-hour round trip earlier, dreadful weather, wearing my glasses for the first time. Oh, fuck's sake. Are you in now, Timbo, and having a nice... Well, I don't, because I don't assume he's still driving, but yeah. Fuck's sake. What was that doing then, Timbo? Was it what everyone else was doing today? Yeah. Have you only just got glasses then? I got glasses that last year, I think. I kept noticing on here, you might have been on at the time when I kept having headaches all the time. All the time. On the computer I was having headaches, and reading I was having headaches. And then Penny ended up paying for me to go and get her eye test, and yeah, I did need glasses. But I only really need them for close-up stuff, so I can actually get away with the computer. I've not worn them all day today, and I've been fine. But yeah, I have to wear glasses to read now. But straight away, as soon as I hold it, my fucking instant headache and like blurred eyes. Yeah, all I've been doing today is editing and stuff, but it's fucking coming along great. I actually can't wait for this documentary to come out now. It's going to be amazing. And even as I'm doing it, I'm getting more and more and more ideas. Dimmock never needed them to drive. I always got tired after an hour. Now, fair enough. Yeah. Well, I don't need them in general life, if that makes sense. But I do need them to read. Yeah. Saying about don't need things in general life. I might take my hearing aid out, because I don't really need that in while I'm live streaming. Yeah, that's all I've really done today. I think I remember waking up this morning having a nightmare about something. Maybe that was, I can't remember what it was. I think it was my usual. I have two sort of weird nightmares. One is I'm trying to do something and I can never do it. So it's often something like I've found a load of money, right? And I go and hide the money, and then I can never find it again. Something like that. Or I'm going somewhere and I could never find the place I'm going to. They happen a lot. Or the other one is being stalked and sort of chased by either the Terminator or some fucker like that. The king has chosen to lead, not to read. Yes, exactly. Yes. Although I do read. Yeah, I remember waking up this morning after with some weird fucking dream. But at least my hand, it didn't initially hurt when I woke up. And actually, it's not too bad right now. But as soon as I do something, it does hurt though. But I've spent the whole of today not really doing anything. I think I've done one thing today that might have, maybe one or two things, but there's like stuff you had to do, You got a fucking if you got a cup in your hand, you're gonna have to open the door with that hand or whatever, you know what I mean? Well, no, it does definitely seem to be getting better. Definitely getting better. What have you lot been doing today then? Oh, I did watch Sunshine last night. I was going to say maybe it was triggered by that dream. Whatever I had. Whip or a wank, neither. So, if anyone does want to join in the Spyro Files Spyroverse documentary as a Crinkle Cut Cock or Spyrograph, Spyroverse, Spyro Desmond victim, you can. You just have to film it, and then send me in an email. But if the file's too big, I don't know how to do it. If the file's too big, if you ain't got a YouTube channel, you'd have to upload it to YouTube unlisted. So when you upload it, you get an option to click unlisted, do it, and then send me the link and I'll download it. So I said last year I had to start wearing varifocals, so now feeling old. Yeah, I did actually, show. As soon as I had to wear glasses, I was like, oh, there we go. Even that's going now. I was given glasses as a kid though, but I think I wore them twice and then didn't bother. Because when I was a little kid, I used to get headaches all the time for no reason. Like, and I'd be like sat at the top of the stairs, bawling my eyes out. It was that painful, these headaches. I don't know what they were. But they reckon I needed glasses, so I had glasses for a week and stopped wearing them and the headaches went. So I don't know. Knowing me, I've probably been eating something poisonous. Have you seen me take any paracetamol while I've been on this live stream? Can't remember if I took any. I haven't written it down. Fuck it. Pretty sure I didn't. Oh, fuck, I don't know though. So I can never remember whether I have or not. No, I haven't. I'll tell you how I know I haven't. I definitely took any round tablets today. Pretty sure I haven't, have I? No, I don't think I did. The problem is I put the tablets there and I've moved them up to there. And now because I've moved them up to there, my brain's gone, have I put them up there because I've taken them? I haven't written it down though, but also at the same time, sometimes I forget to write it down. Yeah, I don't think I did. Drops, did you see me take any tablets when I came on? You was the first one on, I think. Or who else was on at the beginning? Josh. Space Cadet, Spacey. Daniel said, do you want me to go back? Oh, you could do if you want, mate. I'd appreciate that. Have a quick look at the beginning, like first couple of... Actually, no, don't bother, because you'll miss a load of stuff. No, it's all right. That's all right. Drop said, no drugs as of yet. There you go. We're all right, Dan. Yeah. Thank you. Take off a paracetamol. So this Spyroverse documentary, I don't actually know when I'm going to release it because I was planning on... I appreciate that though, Dan. I was planning on releasing it before Halloween. So basically at the end of this month. So it would be one at the end of this month and then another Halloween, another Spyroverse special for Halloween. But I don't know. I don't have to show all the new content this time. Because what it is, if I show all the new content I've done, say at the end of September, I've then got to film another load for the end of October, which would include an episode. Now, I'll think about it. I need to work out how much time I've got. I may not have time. Maybe I'll just... I don't know. Maybe we'll just save the whole thing for Halloween. Tim was another aging thing, haven't I? Write down you've taken painkillers. Yes. And you know what? Thank God you said that because I need to write that down. Okay. Paras. Yeah. Yeah, it's annoying because I'm used to it now, but like as a kid or even like in my 30s, I wouldn't have been taking fucking paracetamol and ibuprofen every fucking, as many as you could, as you're physically allowed. Right, there you go. I've written them down. I had some ibuprofen at 2:30, some paracetamols at 3:30, some ibuprofen at 8 p.m, some paracetamols at 10:30. Right, and they ain't quite 10:30. So what have you all been doing then? You had a good day today? Mine wasn't too bad. I've had a good laugh doing the editing because the good thing with the Spyroverse stuff is you do have a good laugh editing it. But I've noticed when it's quite easy editing, I quite enjoy it. This will all make sense. Anyway, when it's reasonably easy editing, I actually enjoy it. It only becomes a chore when you've got to spend an hour on like 6 fucking seconds of footage because you need to do some kind of special effects that needs to. I was tracking the grind today. And also sleeping mostly for another night shift. Ah, fuck's sake, yeah. Do you get enough sleep in the day though? Do you live somewhere where you can sleep all right in the day? Because I know some people they just can't get on with night shifts because where they live, they just can't get the fucking sleep because they either live with people or neighbours who won't shut up or street or do you sleep well anyway? I'd be all right for night shift because I can just I put my deaf ear up, see when I'm in my bed. If I want to definitely get to sleep, lay on that side. I'm facing the wall, so it's nice and dark. The sleep paralysis witch can't get me because if I open my eyes, I'm facing a fucking wall. That's how to beat. If you ever have sleep paralysis, right, lay on your side, facing the wall, and that bitch won't get you then. Not that I've ever had sleep paralysis. Yeah, and then it's dark and I can't hear nothing without even putting earplugs in. Fuck sleeping on your back. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. Yeah, thought I'd just do a normal one tonight. It's easier. That was very stressful last night trying to do that fucking live stream when the mouse broke and all shit like that. Yeah, I have to have. So Daniel said, yeah, I normally get about 5 to 6 hours sleep. I have to have about 8. If I don't have 8 hours sleep, it's not enough. Sorry, I'll just write something down quickly. Hello, John. How you doing, mate? You all right? He said, Mike, have you seen the Cold Steel fucked with machetes by using the shit? I did not know. Oh, sorry, Real Digital. Sorry, I did see you on, mate. I forgot to say hello. Sorry. Sometimes when I'm talking, I see people are on. I read their comment in my head, and I forget to say hello. I forgot to read Metallics out yesterday when she was saying about Mike won't go to war, he wants to live forever. That's true, but that's not what I didn't want to. Oh, God. Hello, Real Digital. Anyway, it's a quiet day, heading out with the dogs for a few hours, so we'll be listening through headphones. Nice one, mate. Yeah, I hope you have a nice walk with the dogs. What's the weather like? Cookies on. How you doing, Cookie? Sharon said, do you have a new mouse? I have some, and one is cordless and ergonomical. Happy to send it to you. I'm just trying to think if I've got another one. I only use that one because it's a wireless one for, like, most of the time I've got a mouse. Well, if you want to, that would help me. It would. Because that was fucked. No, I haven't fixed it yet. There's the back, the batteries, and the piece of tin foil I'm going to ram in it. Yeah, I have got plenty of wired mouses though, but it's just the wireless one's good for if I have to sit over there, and then I can control the computer from a distance. Daniel said, on the day before I start night shift, I stay up late when I can get more sleep during the day. That works for me. Oh yeah, nice. Real Digital said, cold but dry. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate that. Yeah, that would help me. Thank you. Yeah, that thing's a bastard. I don't even know where it is. Fucking thing. That was a nightmare last night. Nightmare. That was you on for all of the fucking bullshit. I went off the stream at one point accidentally. Cookie said, have you drawn the giveaway? Not yet. I was gonna do it tonight. It was supposed to be tonight, but where I fucked my hand up, I still need to make one of the prizes. I ain't fucked my hands up, they're just fucked. But yeah, so I am thinking I might now draw it early October, because yeah, that'll give me enough. I should be recovered by then and enough time to have finished all the. What it was is one of the prizes was one of the survival pry bars. I ended up selling that at one of the meets because I took it with me to show people, and I ended up selling it. Yeah, so I reckon, yeah, fuck it, early October, but no later than that. That'll be it. So early October, 100%. That'll be it. Yeah, it was supposed to be tonight. But yeah, because my hands are fucking fucked. I haven't been able to do anything. Timbo said, don't mind doing the odd night shift. Hate doing them regularly. Yeah, I bet regular, because it fucks up like your fucking your internal clock, doesn't it? Keep sleeping weird times, I've heard. I hope though, Cookie, that you was asking so you could get more entries in. Cookie said, 100% defo possible, maybe. Yes, he knows me so well. This Cookie is saying this to me.
I know what kind of man you are.
One who often says soon. Soon might mean next week or 2 fucking years, but it will happen eventually. We'll also sort out a proper price and design for your. It was you who wanted that quiver bag, wasn't it, Cookie? And you say that just in case it just happened to be someone with a very similar name to yours. You never fucking know. I've had people on here with the exact same names before, and it was 2 different fucking people. Yeah, what I need to do is when I go around metallic, she's got my thinner leather. I'll get that thinner leather. Because for the inside, all you need is some kind of rigid plastic. It don't necessarily have to be Kydex. It could be a bit of drain pipe that's been formed into. I don't know if you want it complete. No, you want it slightly combed, don't you? But these things aren't difficult to do with cheaper materials. Yeah, bit of fucking bit of drain pipe or something similar, PVC pipe. Heat it and make it into a cone shape so that it can sit in that leather. It's got a nice leather exterior, but hard shell inside. That's what I did. I'll tell you what I did with so I have made one similar. I have made one for Slave to No Man, and I'm pretty sure the inner for his was part of a plant pot. Yeah. I did, Peach, right, mate. Dan said it's going from night shift back to day shift that does it. Yeah, and I bet it does. Because I've seen some quivers where they have like 3 tubes in a row. I've seen that. The thing is, I don't want them to rattle or move around. Yeah, no, fair enough. But yeah, I'll when I've got hold of the leather, I'll know how much. That will be. Give me 2 or 3 weeks. And I'll know. And I'll know definitely by then. I thank you for becoming a member, Dan. That also puts you in to the giveaway for the amount that you've joined for. So can't remember what the tiers are, but yeah, you may have 2 free entries into the giveaway now. I really do appreciate you becoming a member, because all of that massively helps me, because it all adds up, and it's not a lot. It's like £2 a month or something if that's like the minimum one, I think. Yeah, thank you. Cheers, mate. But yeah, when that all adds up, that doesn't have to make a difference to the things I do. So how does the giveaway work? I will just pull some names out of a hat. You'll all get given numbers. I'll pull some numbers out of a hat. I've even still got last year's stuff here. You'll all be given a number, and then I'll go, that's the first prize. That's the second prize, etc., etc. Let me make sure they're all back in there. That's it. There's some prizes. And you will, as a member, get some exclusive content. But I'll be honest with you, it's we will anyway. But you'll get entries into giveaways and stuff like that. Real Digital said, in the inside of some rucksacks, there's a thin plastic sheet used for keeping the bag in shape. Would that be used? Would that be worked? Maybe. I don't know if it'd be long enough though. Maybe. Drop said, we'll be given a number. No, I'm scared. Daniel said, I was only asking, but I didn't know how these things worked. Cheers. Oh, no, that's all right, mate. That's all right. Yeah, no, I just thought I'd show you, like, I knew where the thing was. I could manually show you. Yeah, I'm just going to, I will assign numbers to everyone. So these are most of the people who've joined in. Well, it should be everyone who's joined in. I just haven't written down the Patreon supporters or the members yet. But they're all the people who've joined in so far. And then I'll just, so for Shane there, he's got 40. I'll take 40 tickets out and put his name, you know, or maybe not do it that way, but you know, he'll have 1 to 40, and then the next ones will be 40 to 16, and it'll be 60 to 65, blah 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 blah. You know, mix them up, do it. Yeah, it works all right. But yeah, I was going to draw it tonight, but it'll be too much bother tonight. I think Cookie, what did, he said, did I see something about him saying something about Christmas? Sure, I saw a comment saying something about Christmas. Maybe I was imagining it. Oh no, it'll be Christmas soon. Yeah, it will be. It will be. So yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Ah, fuck, I hate it when it's hot. I so much prefer just to be cold. I hate being hot. It makes me tired. Makes me tired and sort of like, you know. Not even. Do not know how hot it is in this room. Tell me if this is hot or not. "21 degrees. Dan said, were you a fan of Mythbusters? Mythbusters. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I used to quite like Mythbusters. Yeah. I liked that for years and years and years, but eventually, I don't know what it was, it irritated me. So, yeah, I loved it at first, but after a while, I don't know. I don't what I often get like that with a lot of things. The more I watch them, the more I'm like, that's fucking pissing me off now. There's something about either the presenters or the way they do things or something. Josh said was legit waiting for you to turn around and see Swamp Pass. Yeah, that's hot. What my Swamp Pass is hot. Fucking boiling there. It's doing my head in. Can't be asked to open the window though. I could turn the fan on as well. But yeah, no, I did used to like Mythbusters, but I don't know what it was. Someone or something in it pissed me off, and I stopped watching it. So that's comfortable temperature. When it gets to 26 upwards, I start to feel a bit bothered. Yeah, I don't know. That's hot for me in here. It's doing my head in. Doing my head in. It's too hot for an autumn fucking evening. So what are you two been up to anyway then? You getting out and about and that? Or yeah, Tom, get working on that script for the But a thing I can't wait. Get your fan on. Yes. My number one fan. So deaf I couldn't tell whether it was on. Do I sound different? I've got a different microphone on, but hopefully it should be alright. Danton, did you have a favourite episode? Oh, I can't remember now. They used to do some really fucking interesting things on there, though. I think what it was, though, I think what put me off, one good thing with Mythbusters was they actually did proper scientific testing, but not always. And that's what pissed me off. There was a couple of times when they was busting or, you know, proving myths that when they did the tests wrong, essentially. Because I see it a lot on YouTube, people doing scientific tests or just tests on things, and it's fucking not realistic in the fucking slightest. You'll get people shooting like the thing is, let's say this is just an example, and it still proves it but doesn't. But if you want to do body armor tests and you want to show properly how, and you want to do these tests realistically, putting body armor up against a solid surface and then shooting it is actually not realistic. That's not how a human body works. Human bodies are not fucking solid walls. They move. You know what I mean? So there's a chance if you shoot or helmets on solid fucking wooden posts, shooting a helmet on a solid post isn't realistic. That's not a realistic test of what would happen if that was a person wearing it, because a person's head would move. A person's fucking head is not fucking rock solid. So yeah, it proves that a bullet could go through that helmet, but that doesn't necessarily mean if a person was wearing it, that test would be the same, which then means those tests are inconclusive, or they're not what you said. You have proved that the helmet on a piece of wood can't take a bullet. That's all you've proved, though. I mean, and there was a couple of times on Mythbusters where I saw things like that. Because one of the only things I ever learned in science was, I learned a few things in science, but scientific tests have to be accurate, and they also have to be done multiple times exactly the same to make it proven. Otherwise it's not. You're just doing, you know. So yeah, and I don't know, there was a couple of things like that that pissed me off. I don't know. I'm quite weird with that. I don't mind people doing tests and they say, you know, this isn't a scientific test. This isn't a human accurate test. You know what I mean? But they don't do that, and they make out that what they're doing is going to be the exact same thing that happened if a human wore that thing. And it's not. It's not the same. Real Digital said Frank the test dummy was quite annoying. Very outspoken. I got my own stuntman mic now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's my little rant on that. But I see it a lot on YouTube of people claiming to do, you know, oh, look at this test, it's amazing. But it actually proves fucking nothing. Not really. Not what it's claiming to prove. But yeah, I think putting helmets on solid, rigid fucking posts and then shooting them, that's not accurate. That's not an accurate test of that helmet, really. You need something that moves, and if it moves, the test could be different. I mean, yeah. Someone write a comment, for fuck's sake. But also at the same time, though, yeah, crash test. Oh, yeah, if you look, yeah, well, exactly, Spacey. So crash test dummies are made into a way to be as accurate moving as a human would be. You know what I mean? That's the best they can do. But yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't know. It still proves a point, but not as accurate as But as for my favourite Mythbusters episode, I don't know. Cheryl said, have you seen Mike Shake on YouTube? Tom has been watching some of his crazy tests with weapons he's made. No, I don't know who that is. No, I don't. Do you know what? You'll be surprised. I don't watch a lot of weapon channels on YouTube, and if I do, they're all smaller channels. I don't know why, but all of the bigger channels irritate the fuck out of me. I don't know why. All big weapon channels irritate the fucking life out of me. I don't know why. Yeah, I can't think of a single one that don't. No. Hello, mother. How you doing, mate? You right? I suppose it's because I see a lot of bullshit in them as well. I can see how they do these tests, and I see how they. Well, let's not go down that line because we'll start going on about earmuffs. But I've seen crossbow tests that have been deliberately rigged and shit like that, and deliberately done in ways to make certain crossbows look bad and stuff like that. And I can see them doing it when they're doing it, and I can also tell when they're editing things in a specific way, or in a way that isn't necessarily, you know. I don't know. But no, Mike Shake. No, I've not. But no, I used to quite like a lot of the big sort of gun channels and stuff like that. But I don't know, all of them irritate the fuck out of me for some reason. Small weapons channels, I fucking love them. I'd much rather watch. Now that might not be a big channel anyway. I don't know, but I've followed some great people on YouTube who are knife makers and weapon makers, but I prefer them for some. I prefer the smaller channels. Yeah. Maybe it's the lack of interaction as well. Because the bigger a channel gets, the more difficult it is for them to interact with you. Drop said, only other Mike I watch is Mike OK. He's a traveller. How you doing, Nick? Real dude, it was an opinion on all the things that happened in the past week. I don't want to suggest a topic in case. I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's been a fucked up week, isn't it? Hello, my queen. She just joined in the background. I don't know, mate. I try to stay. I know this sounds fucked up. I know everything's going on, but I try to just see the stuff that I want to see, rather than be bombarded with it constantly. So I don't watch any news now, anything like that, because otherwise you're just bombarded with it constantly, and it fucking starts to depress me. So I just look at the bits I choose to look at, if that makes sense, rather than I just can't stand to be bombarded by fucking shit constantly. It drives me mental. It used to actually depress me. Felt down all the time. Did I say hello, Nick? Hey, dear mate. Hello, my queen. Drop said, I can tell you that today's stream's already happier than last night's. Going into a rant at least. My hand is a bit better today. Definitely a bit better. Woke up without so much pain. But as I said, I think that's because I woke up pins and needles with my hands. So that's a good way to put it, Cheryl. Yeah, so whatever anyone thinks of Charlie Kirk, he was still a dad, a husband, and it's still awful. Yeah, exactly. Totally fucked up. Yeah, horrible thing that happened to someone. Space Connector 21 in my home, and I feel cold as hell. But got an infection at the moment on antibiotics. Went out earlier, sat in the cold for 20 minutes for food. Well cold outside. Right, get better soon, mate. Kentucky Ballistics is a big channel, really funny too. Yeah, I don't know I can't watch him either, Timbo. None of them, and I don't know what it is. I don't know. Yeah, I think Peach likes them. Yeah, I don't know what it is. But yeah. Don't get to like the stream, everyone. Yes, R.I.P. Charlie. Oh, exactly. Yeah, proper fucked up. Where are we? Yes, don't forget you can support the channel if you want. Just get my knee. Fucking bar. I need to move this thing. The padlock sticking out right where my knee is. Yes, don't forget you can support the channel if you want. There's a link in the description and a link in the chat that Nightbot has put on. And if you'd like to know how to do it, there's a little 30-second video showing you how to support. Thank you if you do. David, I agree about the big channels not engaging with viewers. That does annoy me. Yeah, it's a shame because in a way it's not their fault. But you know, because you probably couldn't do it. But yeah. What are you doing, my queen? You did that. What you done? What did you click? You've made my screen smaller. Fuck's sake. Oh, back. It's alright, let you off. It's a fucking interfering with the fucking stream in the background now. Where was I? So I was trying to type in the chat, but it was the wrong window. But yeah, you do get a very lack of, especially on live streams. Live streams, you pretty much get no interaction with big channels at all, really, unless you know them. So I can sometimes get on some of the bigger channels. If I know from years ago, if I say hello, they'll spot me and say hello. But that's, you know, and I get it, but it changes it for me. Hello, Mafia. Where are we? But Alex said I was trying to type in the chat was wrong. Hello, Rich. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. Oh, Drop said finally done cooking. What I miss, I can't even remember now, mate. Cannot remember. Can't remember. Not much. Ranting about some bollocks. Where are we? Why have I suddenly can't think what I'm doing? Drop said, I always feel bad for commenting on a video that's a few months old. Person only gets an email about something that tried to reply. But no, it's nice getting a comment like on an old video because you know someone's watching it. Murphy said, did you see the protest? 3 million people around the world. Yeah, I watched it. I watched some on the news. Yeah, very, very rare. I actually meant to actually watch the talking bits, but I was too busy editing some of the most hilarious stuff I've edited in quite a while, and it was fucking great. But yeah, I could always rewatch it. Drop said you was on about big weapon channels. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the people doing the bigger channels, not necessarily. But I don't know, some of it just I don't know. I don't feel the bigger channels are aimed at me in a way. I don't know. I think to get your channel big, people will often go down a certain line of doing videos in a particular way, and that doesn't do anything for me in the slightest. I don't know why. Yeah. Cheryl said, Tom is doing better. I have a lot of hospital appointments. Why can't we talk about food? Because I'm trying to lose weight. Have you seen the fucking size of me? Have you seen the size of me? I need to lose weight, and talking about food at night makes me want to eat. And then talking about why we can't talk about food makes me want to eat. As that is making me ill now, though. I feel like shit every day now. But Alex says, step away from the politics, Michael. You can't complain when people start talking about it. I'm just replying to comments. Hello, Ninja Man. How you doing, mate? You right? What have you been up to? Been up to much? I got fucking tendonitis. That wasn't me saying, come on. I got tendonitis in both my hands at the minute. I got tendonitis. I think I got tendonitis in 3 of these fingers and in my middle finger on this hand. But this one's nearly better, but still occasionally. Have you been out fishing, have you? Nice. Sure, so that's okay, Mike. So I didn't know fish, so it must have been. That's all right. That's all right. Been out fishing, have you? Nice. Oh, what? I nearly went out to play poker tonight, but I just want my hands to get better now. It's doing my head in. Even like opening doors is making my hands up. Drop says your brain fought gingivitis before you remember. I couldn't think what it was. Been to any meets since I saw you last, Ninja Man? I don't know if you go to any of the others, do you? We went to the Derby one. That was pretty good. I don't know if you get to a lot of them. I don't know how far you travel in that, but yeah, we went to the Derby one. That was pretty decent. It was all right. And where else did we go, Matt? I know we went to 3 of them. So obviously went to Funky's, as we see you there. Went to the Ardley one, and then went to the Derby one. We're gonna go to. I don't know how many we're gonna go to next year because it's a bit it's fucking hard work. But that said, did you catch anything you could use your priest on? Yes. I forgot about that. Yes, Metallic wants to know if you killed any fish with your priest, or if you kept it for something else. And I don't mean bedroom activities. Oh God. Richard said the king is suffering from a serious case of wanker's cramp. Daniel said, I feel. Oh, no, I deny it, Richard. Daniel said, I think that's a good thing to stick to your principles rather than choose more success. Yeah. Matthew, you're fine. It's the only thing is I try not to talk about politics too much at night. So you haven't been blocked or anything. I don't know if you was timed out or your comment was removed. That's not me doing it. That's one of the mods, and the mods have free reign because that's what the mod's for. You can come back, but we're just trying not to talk about politics because it just brings, because it's a Saturday night. I just want to have a laugh. You know what I mean? And it just starts too much like bollocks. You know what I mean? Dan said, I think it's a good thing. I read that. Ninja Man said, I forgot to take it with me. But yes, I did catch a fish. Jot said, I don't kill the fish. I just make them lank for something. Now I said, don't ever go at the mod, especially when they're not in a good mood for arguing. Yeah. But yeah, you're all right. You can come back. Yeah. As if we do sort of have a rule of no politics, no religion. I'll be a bit more lax about it, but it's just because, especially if I'm on a phone, that's difficult, but I'm not at the minute. But you're all good. Timber said, all of us with bad hands may have vertebrae squashing the spinal cord. It's another age thing. Yeah, it could well be. Yeah, I hope not, Timber, but yeah. Maybe that's why, because do you know what I'm getting, Timber? Occasionally I keep waking up with pins and needles in my hands. But I think it's because I've been sleeping like that. I'm sleeping in a weird, quite upright position where I've put so much weight on. I'm sleeping in quite an upright position to stop myself snoring so bad. And then it makes me arms like that. Real said that's why I didn't want to suggest a topic because the channel was apolitical. Yeah, I tried. All it is over the years, right? Over the years, I've noticed if you have any discussions, because you've also got to remember I read out every comment. So when I have to read out comments of 2 people arguing, it's fucking annoying, right? I don't mind people having different opinions from me. You can have different opinions and you can debate each other. But when I have to read out every single comment of it, fucking hell. And then, or the other option is to not read it out. But then what happens is you have these long, prolonged silences where I'm having to read your comment first to vet it, then decide not to read it out loud, go to the next one, which is someone arguing with that person. I then have to read theirs before I read it out loud, then decide not to fuck it, and then it just becomes a bit boring. So for that, I think it becomes boring for the viewer. We try not to do too much. I'll answer a political question, but you know, with me, it's normally quite a quick answer, and then we'll move on. You know what I mean? It's it's a big thing been going on today, and yeah, it's great. But at the same time, that's the end of it now. Johnson, it develops into a wormhole of personal beliefs. It's Saturday. This is hang out and not thinking too much. Exactly that. That's a very good way to put it. It is a Saturday night. We want to just relax, and I wouldn't go down the pub. Me personally, I wouldn't go down the pub and have an argument with someone about religion or politics. I can't be asked. I want to go and have a laugh. The Ninja Man said I have dual pythons. I can't read that. Constricture, fucking hell. Contracture, both hands. What these? Oh, thanks. It took me a while to read that. Or is that something else? Was that, I don't know. Fucking hell. Dan said, I'm not saying success is a bad thing or anything. Just that it loses what made a channel great in the first place. Exactly. That's it. I'll always try to be like this channel. I'll try to be how I am now. If it suddenly gets big. So that's true, Danny. That's why I watch Mike. Introverts unite. Yeah. But with me, I'll always try to be more personal. I'll try and have a chat with everyone. And partly because I can. You know what I mean? Because you've got to remember, this is, I get the same thing out of what you lot get. I don't think I couldn't do a live stream where I just talk to everyone for hours. I wouldn't find it as fun. I could do a premiere for that. And then, Tim said, I did have an argument on Thursday with someone trying to give me a Bible written in Greek. Really? Fuck's sake, Timber. Then your man said it's a proper medical condition. Check it out. All right, I will. I wonder, because we have a joke about pythons and guns, I wasn't sure whether you was doing that. Oh, yeah. I'm no cure either. That's fucking bastard. Yeah, I don't know what I've got. That's a pain in the ass. Yeah. What I think I've got tendonitis in 3 of these fingers at the minute. Maybe, yeah, them 3. And I can't remember it being my little finger. These 3 fingers here, my middle finger in this hand. It ain't so bad now. I've had a couple of days of proper rest. And it does seem to be getting better now. Thank you, Richie. Get well soon. Undiagnosed autism. I think every one of us fuckers got that. Every one of us are on the spectrum somewhere. Then your man said it tightens up the tendons in your hand. Something. Yeah, I did have a quick Google. I did look, and it showed someone with a finger like that. Yeah. Oh, do you know another thing I've been having that I noticed? I didn't associate what it was at first until I just did that. When I did that, I can feel that all down there. Well, the other day, I had to put a fucking pain pad on there and there because my forearms was hurting in both my fucking arms. That's the tendons, isn't it? And you fucking because that's all connected. Because obviously when you do that, you can sort of feel it there. Well, anyway. Listen, I'm not autistic, I'm just low IQ. I've met Richard and I can confirm that. I won't deny it. I'm not going to deny it. I'm going to confirm it. Daniel said it's a great movie. Yes, and Dog Soldiers, yes. So I watched Sunshine last night. My conclusion is, this is my conclusion of Danny Boyle and Alex Garland, right? I've watched quite a few. I've probably watched nearly all of Danny Boyle's films. I've watched a fair few films based on Alex Garland's works. Don't he write books as well? I may be wrong about that. Yeah, no, he does. My conclusion is Danny Boyle is a fucking good director, but he often likes to have too many penises and anuses in his films. And but Alex Garland every now and then writes some really terrible characters, or just one-liners, and they're fucking horrendous, total shit. Other than that, most of Alex Garland's stuff's really good. But I noticed in nearly every Alex Garland thing that he's written, so Danny Boyle usually directs, Alex Garland will write the story. And there's usually some weird bit in it where you think, oh no, they wouldn't have said that in real life, or they wouldn't have done that. That wouldn't have been, yeah. But other than that, But yeah, Dog Soldiers is great. I fancy watching another sci-fi tonight if I'm awake late. Another fucking Alex Garland thing. I might watch Ex Machina. I'm pointing at there because that's where my sci-fis are. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So Ninja Man, did you say you've been out or you're still out? Timbo said to Dan, brilliant film. My son shares your name. He assures me it's not him on the stream. That would have been weird, wouldn't it, Timbo? That's exactly what I was on about. I said that earlier, that people being on here with the exact same names of people you know. Yeah. And then I've been like, oh shit, have they come on with the wrong name or something? Their real names come out. I haven't said nothing because I've given them away. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I like Danny Boyle's films. But yeah, I don't know. Something about Alex Garland, just a case in his film, the whole film would be really well written, and then there'll just be this one bit that just takes you out of the thing completely. Like he doesn't understand certain interactions, or I don't know, and it'd just be like, that would never have happened. They would never accept that, they would never say that, blah 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 blah. There's only like one tiny little bit, and that's just to lead up to another bit, but you think you could have done that another way. Ninja Man said to Metallic, so how you doing, Metallic? Love your car, Hammock. Your hammock in the car. Drop said, go for it. You said Ex Machina yesterday and Penny was on board before Sunshine got mentioned. Yeah. Yeah. What's his other films? Well, I know his name. Oh, Alex Garland or let's look up Alex Garland films. There's quite a few that you'd know. Pretty sure Alex Garland also wrote The Beach, directed by Danny Boyle. He wrote Ex Machina. He wrote Danny Boyle. Okay, Danny Boyle. He did 28 Days Later, Slumdog Millionaire, Sunshine, Trainspotting, didn't he? Right, I'm on the list now. Trainspotting, 127 Hours, The Beach, Shallow Grave. Yeah, that's Danny Boyle. Yeah, he often will do. Fuck, oh God. He'll direct a Alex Garland written film, which, yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah, I'll watch Ex Machina tonight. So, Dropped, I can't remember what your answer was. Did you want to see what I've done with your clip or not? Or do you just want to wait? Daniel Wilson said it's a good, strong name. Yes. Well, yeah, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. Drop said was mixing him with Danny Boy. Who the fuck's Danny Boy? That's how I'm doing okay, Ninja Man. Just bloody knackered. Been making bottle lamps today. He loves a car hammock. Drop said, if you want spoilers, it's your call. No, I mean, just show you it. So, you know. No, I mean, I'll just send you the clip, not everyone else. No, just you. Just you. It's your clip. You're allowed to see it before it goes into the documentary. I'm not like these Channel 4 bastards. Do you know, I forgot, did I tell you that those Channel 4 people who asked for my advice on the... Timbo, did you get any more response about that? So, you know the woman who asked us about the zombie knife stuff? I later on, because I didn't call her, I sent her a massive long fucking email, loads of detail. fucking loads. Really good detailed stuff. And then, just as a joke, because I didn't really care, I said to her, does that mean we get a credit in the episode when you do it? As a researcher. No, I can't do that. No. She would get the research credit there, but we wouldn't. Fucking got the evidence. She got the stuff of us. But yeah, I don't know what the program was, if it's even been out yet. I'll have to check my emails, Timber, because she replied back to me, but I can't remember what she. Do you know what? Because she told me what the production company was and all that. Might have been Baby Cow, I think. I don't know. I'll look it up. And then see if we can find the program. Ninja Man said, Metallic, I need to get my wood lathe up and running to make some of those priests for knocking fish over the head. Yes, strictly fish. The drop said I meant Danny Boy, the comedian. All right. That's right. Charlotte said, I'm getting into resin craft. I'm going to make some ball heads and maybe some crystal skulls for the priest. Yeah, that'd be amazing. I'd love a crystal skull to smack a fish over the head with. Fucking hell. That nearly came out wrong. Smash a fish over the head with. It's fish. They're fishing priests. Tell I was being lazy tonight. I didn't even put my merch t-shirt on. I'm so tired. Well, I'm not tired. I'm just, I don't know. I feel like a bit. It's because it's hot in here. I feel like I'm out in a summer fucking heat. Yeah, well, I'll watch Ex Machina later then. Barney said, oh, where was the boys going tonight? I see him going past us. They're in the back garden playing poker. Yeah, they've gone up the village to get some booze. And now they're back. They're playing poker. I was invited, but I don't want to fuck my hands up anymore. Because just doing general stuff, it won't get any better. And if it don't get better, I can't go in the shed. If I can't go in the shed, that's a big loss of money for me. So it is getting better though. I woke up this morning and this hand didn't actually hurt. It's been hurting today, but it didn't hurt when I woke up. Whereas, like the day before, it hurt all night and I woke up and it was painful. So you're resting, it is actually working. I wonder if this shit's gonna. I wonder if there's any kind of gloves you can wear to stop it. The thing is, if I get worried now, as soon as I go in the shed, it's going to fucking start again. Yeah, playing poker. I was even tempted. If my hands didn't hurt, I was tempted to just sit out there and play poker and not even have a drink. I don't need to drink. But in fact, I had no orders for bottles dropped. I've mainly been getting base coats on so I can just do the enjoyable bit when I need to make them. Shed's Dead Baby. That band name. Nice. Ninja Man said, nice one, Metallic. Love to get into some sort of resin handles. Yeah, something I've always been interested in. I'd like to do that. Yeah, I got a load of orders for stuff at them fucking meets. But I'm gonna have to message all of them now and say, oh, you might have to wait a little bit. Hello, Carlos. How you doing, mate? He said, morning, Mike. Late again. Just got back from the pub. Jesus, I feel pissed. I'm completely sober tonight. Having a week off. You're right, Saint. He said, who's this? Barney said, nice one, mate. Yeah, save some money anyway. You know what them boys are like. Cards up sleeves. Just bit my fucking tongue saying that. Definitely. Metallic said, me and Mike make them out of bottle lids, Ninja. A lot less messy and probably more user friendly as resin is quite brittle. Yeah, have I got anything? Hello, Mafia. Have I got anything in here that's bottle lids? I think the only thing I had is sold. Hello, Tree. How you doing, mate? You right? Saint said, what's the green thing in the background? Oh, I'll tell you what that is. It's a fucking green screen. I've been recording things. Ninja Man said, Mike, watch out for the vibration white finger. That's right. Luckily, I've never had that issue. That's green screen, mate. I got my costumes out. I got my costumes. Hang on. Don't look. Don't look. Hello, Matthew. How you doing, mate? Fucking hell. I couldn't live like this. Could not do it. I could not do it. Imagine living with fucking hair like that. No thanks. Yeah, got my costumes out. I've been filming stuff. Been filming characters for the new Spirophiles documentary coming soon. This is Jonathan's wig, or from the back, old lady Gloria Honeyford. Saint said, Mike, I'd actually pay for you to get a green screen suit. Timbo said, I'm tired and a bit drunk. Just bought a DX shotgun. Law is changing. Where's that gone? Can't get a real one. Nice. What did you get? Like a single barrel, double barrel? Drop says, Saint, nobody needs to see Mike in head to toe spandex. You wouldn't be able to see my big fat gut anyway, would you? Carlos said, fucking thought Boris Johnson. Well, it could be. Could be. Got this one. It is a lovely day, Matthew. It is. Fucking hell, I can't stand this shit, I tell you. Horrible feeling. I don't want it to be like having real fucking hair, but I don't want it. Get me hair out. Get me hair out. Fucking Christ. Do I collect wigs too? Oh, well, apparently so. Apparently now I do. I never used to. I never used to collect any fucking wigs. But I need more character skills. I'm the only fucking reliable fucking actor in my life. Fuck's sake. Then I said, yeah, Mike, you make some lovely colours on the skulls. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Barney said, see that wig and the 5-card poker in the background? I'm with John Wayne. There's a single barrel, yeah, so still mental places. Hello, South Wales Police. I can't. Space Cadets, I need a wig for a clip. Oh, well, I end up getting it. Metallic gets them for me from fucking charity shops for a couple of quid. Got a blonde wig somewhere. A long blonde wig. Can't stop laughing with that wig. Fucking hell. The drop said not to be uppity, but brush those things. I can't be fucked. The blue one's in the box, and I'm not putting that on. Shut up about your fetish for that blue wig, you sod. Especially, so I want to dress as a pro with a crossbow. Fuck's sake. A prostitute with a crossbow. No. What do you mean a pro crossbow? I told you I want the mermaid wig, but you're not getting it. You want the mermaid wig, you look at those pictures you made me take while I was hungover. Leave me alone now. Carla said, see, you have some proper reading material. Yes, did you notice that? Yes. Yeah, got to have a viz. Got to have viz in your life. That was a bit Ozzy Osbourne-ish, wasn't it? Ninja Man, I thought so. Just how me want Little Pony vibes. My Little Pony vibes. Saying to go on marketplace, like loads of costumes there. Just make sure we watch them. God knows what they use for. Well, no, that is true. I often have wondered what you're gonna get, but yeah. But Alex said, you mean those pictures you post for love don't mean not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Forced me into it. I was so hungover, I was dying. And I just thought, I'm just going to give in, put a smile on my face, and act happy, and it'll be over. Fucking hell, it sounds like fucking... Yeah, it sounds like that, because that's how it felt. And then she took pictures of me. Trump said, what's your equivalent to Goodwill stores, second-hand shops? Yeah, charity shops. Charity shops. That's what they come from. All of those wigs and one of the massive green screens I've got come from charity shops. Yeah, which would be like a Goodwill shop. And yeah, it's all right. So you can get like quite expensive. Some of them wigs, like that first wig I had, it's a proper wig. It's a proper wig. It's not like that like black one's more of a costume thing. That fucking Jonathan one is some old granny's proper fucking expensive wig. Oh god. Why have the wigs suddenly brought everyone on? How you doing, everyone? Don't forget to like the stream. South Wales Police said you're under arrest for a firearm. Don't have one. I don't have a firearm. Lieutenant said a picture paints 1,000 words. Yeah, 1,000 words of being forced into things. Dan said, does anyone here used to like Top Gear? I used to watch a bit of it. Mafia said, you're arrested for a firearm. Hello, Nightler. How you doing, mate? Thanks. So charity shops nowadays are such scams, at least where I am. Yeah, where Metallic is, they're not too bad prices. Round my way, it's not worth the bother. Drop said, are you not going to mention doorstep butt plug? Fuck's sake. Carl said, how's the quivering bayonet come along? Please don't say into it. Problem is, I've fucked my hands up and I can't do anything. But I tell you what, I could probably sort you out a quiver, one of my quivers, off of just one of my crossbows. There's nothing wrong with them. I keep them on until I've got some on mine. If I've got a spare bayonet as well, I could probably touch that up to look new and sort it out. But yeah, I've got tendonitis in both my hands. I've not been out going to the shed for a week. I'm looking over there to see if I've got a spare one. I don't think I've got a spare bayonet there. I've got one on that, but that was the first one I ever did, and that's not really worth selling. I'll have a look. Otherwise, yeah, that's sadly, mate. Hopefully, though, by the end of the week, I should be able to do it. Yeah, I've got tendonitis. These 3 fingers are fucked. Keep waking up with my hand like that, and I can't bend it. So I need to rest it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a look. If I've already got a quiver and a bayonet, I'll sort you out there, mate. Well, the thing is, I don't think I do. I've definitely got a quiver. The quivers, I could knock them up not long anyway. Oh, hello, person pretending to be me called WeaponCollector, or is that Metallic? That's not me. That wouldn't be Metallic called saying hello, mate. J Wagwan Yo-Yo is who that is. Hang on, I'm back in a second. Alright, that's done. Right, back. Saint said, might have to use fake bikes. Saw a girl on Instagram, no arms, make burgers. Anything possible is just excuses. Fucking hell. The next man said, what did you think of the world's smallest titanium knife? I'll give you the present. Proper decent. Yeah, I love it. I think though, it's round Metallic's house right now because I had to leave half my camping gear around there, and I think it's connected to the bag. But yes, they're excellent, aren't they? Really good little knives. Yeah, I really like them. I'd get it out right now if I had it on me, but I'm pretty sure it's on my little camping bag. Yeah, they're proper decent, aren't they? I like the fact that you can change the blades on them. Metallic, if you still need me to use a sharp knife, you know what for. That's the one to use. Saints said, no, read that. Drop said, might try hanging from something, see if I can stretch the muscles. Grip is still involved, if not movement. Yeah. Yeah, that might work with you. That might move something. Yeah. I'll probably stay on for at least another hour. Saint, he said, when you're heading off, mate. I was going to go off at 12, but at the minute, I'll probably stay on till half 12. Never know, I might stay on later. But I'll definitely till half 12. Drop said feet burgers sounds a lot better than arse burgers. Just saying. Oh, fuck's sake. Certainly does. Certainly does. Oh, you know. No, you're right, Carlos. You got me for at least an hour. You got me at least an hour. Yeah, so what I'm doing, Carlos, I need to rest my hand for... So I've rested it all day yesterday. I've rested it all today. I'm going to rest it all tomorrow. And then hopefully by Monday it will be better. Monday I could probably do a bang, not bayonet. I do a quiver quite easily. Because they're not that massive. I don't know. I'll have to slowly work my way back into it though. It's a bastard. I've got fucking loads of shit to do. Loads of shit. I'm going to bugger off. I'm knackered. Need to chill out a bit. All right, my queen. Good night. That's why I came on a bit late tonight, because I needed a bit of chill out time. I've been on this computer all day long. Yeah, editing stuff, but it ain't too bad because I'm only right-hand mouse. Space Cadet said, your hand, not just rest, use it or lose it. Like well, that luckily I am sort of. Weird thing is, Spacey, is if I have a few wanks a day, yes, just a few. Knock it down to like 3 a day. That'll help. Good night, my queen. Speak to you tomorrow. Luckily, I'm still moving it about. It's not completely just waving at Metallic in the background. Good night, my queen. I'll speak to you tomorrow. We'll have a good little chat tomorrow. We'll watch a film. Where was I? Luckily, I'm not like. That's why I don't put the brace thing on. Otherwise, you're not doing anything at all. And I notice when I take the brace off, my fucking fingers are stuck, and it's worse. And I did think that because I remember someone saying to me before about not to wear like a brace thing for too long, because you wear it for too long, you start losing your muscles, don't you? Oh, no problem. Don't you make it worse. I'll wait. I'll chuck you in a little gift for your weight, mate, when it gets round to it. Everyone is saying good night, Metallic, if you're still there. God, it doesn't feel like someone else. Sadly not, no. It just feels painful. Not numb, or it was numb. Yeah, atrophy, yes. Yes. Yeah, your muscles start to atrophy, don't they? But yes, it's all right. It's. I didn't wake up with it fucking hurting this morning, which is a good sign. Means it's getting there. Yeah. I just don't want to start it all again. That's all. Anyway, where were we? What were we talking about? What was we talking about? Anything, but looks it. So yeah, what are you all up to tomorrow? I'm gonna do fuck all. I ain't gonna clean up. I ain't gonna do nothing. Spacey said my right hand's a bit fucked after a bike accident. Yeah, that's a shame. I saw you. I saw it was online. Your camera glasses video. I didn't have a proper chance to watch it though. I think I watched a bit of it last night. Drop said it's definitely a struggle when you make a living with your hands. We was all about movies before this dancing started. Yeah. It does, it fucks you over. I remember my dad, that's probably why my dad was so, like, arthritis runs in my family. My granddad had, I'll get a clip of it one day, but his fingers are like curled up. You know, that proper really bad arthritis when there's lumps sticking out and their fingers are bent round and, you know, they're like that, but like sideways and shit, you know, like that kind of stuff. Really, really bad arthritis. And my dad started getting arthritis at about my age. And that's what I've assumed most of my pains are, but that's definitely not the joint. And he would try anything and everything he could to try and stop the progression of arthritis. But you can't do nothing about it. It's just sort of, yeah. And but you know, because all of his entire work was his hands, you know, and then you got to work with fucking constant fucking either that or work with constant pain. Yeah. Basically, that's better now. Needed physio. Got loads more glasses footage to edit. Nice. What about the parking wankers? Got plenty of parking wankers on camera. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Carla said, I'm dyslexic and ambidextrous, so I can like fuck all with both hands. Okay. Right, my dad had arthritis in his hands, as did his dad. Yeah, my granddad was fucked. My dad started getting it. However, though, my dad, whatever he did, his trying to not get arthritis as bad as his dad fucking worked. I don't know what he was. I know that he would take cod liver oil every day and he would drink a fair bit of milk every day. So that was the idea of that, is to lubricate your joints and strengthen your joints. Do you know what? He didn't have full-on arthritis when he died. He had pain in his hands constantly every day, but his fingers still worked and they only had mild lumps in some places. I'm pretty sure that's happening on that finger. I'm getting it here, and there's like a lump developing. You can't really see it, but there's like a lump developing there now. That's probably a similar thing. Yeah, actually, that's quite prominent now. I didn't notice that. That's very. I don't think I'll be getting. See that there? That wasn't there before. But that's what's not a watch, you know. Whatever he was doing did sort of work. But he also, you know, you know what happens if you drink too much milk there? There is something that can happen to you if you drink too much milk. And it happened to him. Do you know what happens if you drink too much milk on a regular basis? Root ginger. Yeah, he tried Chinese like remedies and everything, and something was working. Maybe I need to get cod liver oil into my joints ain't that bad though at the minute. Do you know what too much milk does if you drink too much milk on a regular basis? Kidney stones, exactly, Rich. Yeah, kidney stones. Too much milk on a regular basis can give you kidney stones. And he got kidney stones, and he said that was the worst pain he's ever fucking had. It was so bad, and he was a strong bloke, and you wouldn't see him like this. He like collapsed in the doorway, he couldn't fucking stand up, and he thought his back going because the whole of the pain was all radiating his entire back, and he thought his back had gone. Yeah, took him to the hospital, and yeah, it's fucking kidney stones. Hello, Trebus. Yeah, I said I have tats like you on my knuckles. 4 dots. I have the same thing, mate. Yes, yeah, I know some people who got the 4 dots. Nice one, mate. Carlos said, "Gives me the shits. Kidney stones are bastards." Yeah, I've never had kidney stones. Never had them. Don't want them. Basically, my granddad had one leg, crippled from polio, age 4. When old age, his hands were bad. Dad drinks the root ginger. Says it out. Well, I'll look into that one. I often do. I'll have turmeric, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, black pepper, and a tiny bit of honey. Mix that with a bit of water, and I mean lots of vinegar, lots of you know, like that much vinegar, that much, probably that much lemon juice, 5 or 6 teaspoons of fucking turmeric. All of that shit's good for your joints and good, and it cleans it. It helps with gout to stop. Yeah. Sounds like a cooking show. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Coughs. What are you not doing tomorrow? I asked you that earlier. I'm going to do fucking nothing tomorrow. I'm going to do nothing. I'm probably going to edit. Shut up, Richard. Shut up, Strains. Let you start. Richard, what you been at anyway? No one's in trouble. If your comment disappears, you're not in trouble. I don't want to fucking read it. You fucking pests. You sleeping tomorrow, are you supposed to be that? You got to sleep all night, are you, Matthew? Nice one, mate. Nice one. Yeah, I might go to bed reasonably late. Get up reasonably late. Fuck's sake, Richard, can't you fucking hear? I said tomorrow. I don't think Matthew's going off. I think he was just saying he's got to sleep all night. Yeah. No, I'll just do some editing tomorrow. Spacey said, been on all night since last late stream. Fuck's sake, yeah. Yeah, you can get into that habit, can't you? That's the thing. It's easy to get into that habit. I'm getting later and later at the minute, but I'm going to have to get up early soon anyway. So I might Monday. It don't matter tomorrow. I can get up late Sunday. But Sunday night, I'm going to try to go to bed at a reasonable time. Get up early. Because I still need to get up early enough to film stuff and shit like that. And, you know, I can't do it at night. Don't want to do it at night. I want to watch films at night. Yeah, drop. Maybe I'll play a game. I've got a game I might play. I might play that new RoboCop game. I've heard some good and bad things about it, but, you know, I don't normally take the notes of reviews anyway, because people always complaining about some fucking shit. You know, nothing's ever fucking good enough for people. But from 1 or 2 people I know that played it personally, they reckon it was really good. And it looks good. It looks like the kind of game you can just sort of fuck about at. You know what I mean? Yeah. Space Skillet said on 500 milligrams of Seporex. They said all nighters back in my gaming days. Yeah, I've still got a PS5 and yeah, I still got my PS4 set up there. I did have my PS3 still set up. I thought there's no point now if I've got a fucking PS4 and a PS5. There's no point having the PS3 out. It never gets touched. It still works. Jock said, gonna try to do fuck all again tomorrow. I've got too many contractors on my ass to worry about on Monday. Yeah, have you had a good rest today? Have you rested your hands? Oh, yeah, you said you played computer game for like 5 hours. Was it good, by the way? That got mentioned today by my nephew said about Borderlands. Is it 4 or 5? I can't remember. Is it good? Is it all you hoped it was? Dan said, I think people need to be grateful for the things they have today compared to people in history. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, we've got it good. We've got it good. We've got it really good, actually. My main complaint about today's society all stems from one of the greatest things that ever been created or existed, which is the internet. The thing is, the internet's fucking amazing. The world would be a sadder, shitter place without the internet, but it'd also be a more happier, a better place without the internet, because there's so much misinformation spread through the internet and utter bollocks and fucking misery, and you know what I mean. But also, I love it. You don't get me wrong. The internet's fucking amazing. I love it, and I wouldn't know half the people I know in real life now if it weren't for that. But also there's so much shit and horrible stuff and stuff, fucking depressing shit, and you know, cunts online encouraging people to kill themselves and stuff like that, and you know, yeah. Richard said, Mike, you played the Dragon Quest 8 remake on the 3DS. They made that a lot easier than the original PS2 one. I can't. Which one did I have on the PlayStation 2, Rich? Or was it PlayStation 3? I had a PS3 one, didn't I? I can't remember which one it was, Rich. Dennis said, I would completely agree with you, mate. Basically, so I've got two PS3s here, stuck 1 terabyte HDs in and loaded with games. Nice. Draver said, nice metallic Iron Maiden on BBC Two. Nice. Drop said, play a game and make sure Vibrate is on either PlayStation, and no, they fuck the inventory and map, but how? It's only been out for 3 years. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Sometimes, Dropped, it's nice to let these games. I always want to play games straight away, but sometimes I think, actually, leave it 6 months, and then that game will probably be perfect because they've got rid of all the glitches. Carlos says, same as mobile phones, life was easier. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm lucky that I'm old enough to know a time before mobiles. And it's weird because before mobiles, you didn't need a mobile. But now you've got mobiles, you do need a mobile. You didn't need one at all. Life was perfect fun about mobiles. I fucking love my mobile. It's amazing. The shit you can do on that is fucking amazing. Do all my recording on it and everything. Go on the internet, blah, 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 blah. Talk to people on camera from all over the world. But you was perfectly fine without it before. Yeah, I love the internet. I think the internet's amazing, but also it's fucking horrible. And the reason the world is so fucked up right now is partly to do with the internet. It's just how information can be spread so easily, and so much bullshit and misinformation and propaganda can be spread so easily, and then people have a habit of not believing any mainstream media, but also believing anything they see online, which you shouldn't do. You should question mainstream media, but you should also question all of that horse piss that's on the internet as well, because a lot of it is horse piss. A lot of it is literally fucking utter bollocks that someone's just made up on the spot in a comment, or it's propaganda from a country. You know, you even get like you're still getting propaganda for stuff that happened over 100 years ago, where people are trying to rewrite history for stuff now. You know what I mean? And before the internet, that wouldn't have happened, or it would have been very difficult to happen, because how would you spread it? It would only be small groups of people passing on books to people. I'll never forget the time my dad was given this handmade little pamphlet thing that someone had made about, I won't say what, and he read it, and he was taking a bit of notice of it, and then I read it, and I got to this bit where it was just fucking utter fucking bullshit. And I pointed it out to him and I said, read that and think about what it's saying. And he was like, yeah, actually, that's total bollocks. And just slung it, because it was. But people don't question that, because that thing they was reading was the thing that was the opposite of what the mainstream media was saying. That was just as much bullshit though. But yeah. I do love the internet, but it enables so much fucking shit to go about. It's sad. You know what I mean? The Drop said, that's what I usually do. This is my game. I played every version, and I know I get you. I would, if it was like if I had the money, I would have got Metal Gear instantly. It's just I just can't afford it. Yeah, I would have got that on the day it was released, and like Grand Theft Auto, I'll get that on the day it's released. Yeah, I know, I get you. Yeah, you don't want to wait, you just want to play it. Richard, I love the internet. The amount of freak shows and lolcows you can get a good laugh. The stupid things people do and sound online, you couldn't make that shit up. Yes. Guys, I don't agree. Johnson had this conversation yesterday. The internet wasn't the problem. Adding pictures and videos was. Yes. Yeah. But there's so much information out there, but sadly people don't question all of it. I just think you need to really research everything, and often I know, and I guarantee a lot of people don't. They won't believe anything the mainstream media says, but they'll just believe anything else, and you can't do that. Do not do that, because you could literally be reading either propaganda bullshit or just basically someone sat in a chair like mine has just quickly made something up and posted it online. You know what I mean? And some of them just do it for a laugh. Basically, that's why you keep that kind of stuff on stream. Drops had missed it by that much, basically. Because I listen to the left and listen to the right, then stay in the middle. You won't go far wrong. Yeah. But 100%, you need to question everything. You do need to question everything. Traber said you have a great voice for radio, mate. Thank you. He definitely has a face for radio. Yeah, he did. Thanks, mate. Daniel said that's the thing. The most dangerous... I can't remember the exact quote about who controls the past controls the present and who controls the future. However true that is, I don't know, but it's important. Yeah, I totally get you, Daniel. And it's a scary thing. I see it all the time. People, yeah. I've been surprised the amount of, especially the propaganda bullshit. I've seen stuff. People talk about stuff that happened 100 years ago and claiming that what happened 100 years ago didn't happen. What they don't realise, they're actually spouting fucking propaganda from that time ago. From that time, that's fucking insane. It's mental. I've never had anything like it. And it's scary because it's coming back again. It's coming back and it's fucking done a wheel and come back. And it's fucking mental. Question everything. Not just what you oppose. Like, people won't believe, I don't need to say that. Question everything. Fucking drops. How dare you say I got a face for radio? Look, don't me keep doing this down the microphone just to annoy you. 3 hour break, doing, mate. You right? What have you been up to? We've just been talking a load of bollocks. Oh, gosh. But yeah, Dan, that's right though. That is right. But as I say, without the internet, we wouldn't be doing this, and the world would be a bit of a sadder place. I love being able to communicate with people all over the world. Yeah, got my Viz album annual down there. Drop said everything comes back. It's why I find myself so confounded when my kid plays me a song and I immediately show him the original. Yeah, it does. It all does come back. Basically, that said, be prepped for when shit hits. That's a definite. You should live like that anyway, I think. Even if you're not, because the problem is why some people frown on preppers, because they don't get it, they don't understand, they think you're planning for doomsday. But you prep for if the power goes out. That can happen to anyone. The water gets shut off. But there are higher, bigger things. Fred said, I hear a tearing sound. It might split his pants. Actually, no, I did not. Just because you want to see my penis, Richard. He tried to sneak in my tent when we were camping. touching me up in the night. Drop said on the upside, I won't have to buy him clothes so you can wear my old shit and be cool. Yes, yes. There you go. Don't said my old friend told me anyone who feels the need to protect themselves needs severe therapy. Remind me to never talk about preparing to them again. Fucking hell. That's a bizarre thing to say, isn't it, Saint? That's in a way that's very naive. That's very naive. Yeah. I think that's a very naive thing. They must have lived a life where they've never felt. This is the thing, and say they never have felt threatened for various reasons. I would say there's something wrong with them. There's something wrong with them because having a fear of things is actually perfectly natural and normal. And that's why you don't do stupid things that kill you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because otherwise, if you've got no fear, you do all these stupid things that would eventually lead you to an early death. Saints said they are Canadian. They said to them, I wish we had shooters. Then they said that. Fuck's sake. Rich said fake news propaganda to destroy my reputation. Do you know what, Rich? That was the test. That was the test. I was testing you to see whether you would notice or not. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for pointing it out. Yes, exactly what it was. Dana said, what main things would you recommend to do to start prepping? Because I'm not sure how to get started. Would like some tips. Oh, fucking hell. Well, just think about the things that might happen and the things you might need. So you definitely want to store or make sure you have plenty of food in the house, right? So you don't necessarily have to store food, but make sure if something suddenly happened, you'd have enough food anyway. So extra food in the house. Water stored somewhere. A good thing to do is just get like 2 litre bottles, clean them out and fill them up with water. Store them somewhere if you've got room. They need to be out of sunlight. They need to be out of sunlight mainly, because you can always use that water. You can always purify that water afterwards. Oh, there you go. Penny said food, water filtration, or water, vitamins, and battery-operated devices. So yeah, torches are good. Have some torches to be able to see around. A little battery-powered radio, porn DVDs. Yeah, because the Wi-Fi goes down. There we go. Hello, Penny. He said, Jesus, what did I walk into? How you doing, Penny? You're right. Yeah, a tent. But yeah, a small bug out bag. I will do a video on a basic bug out bag soon, if you want. Not a complicated one, but a very basic one. I have already done a video, but I still need to perfect it slightly. And then I'll do a better one. The drop said, anyone had a go at them water bottles that has a filtration built in? No, I haven't. No. I've got about 60 or 70 litres of water stored, which would be ages for me. And that's all clean water. At most, you'd probably just have to put that through like a Brita water filter thing and then, or potentially boil it and then do that. That shouldn't have any issues with it because it's in a dark. Don't you start bloody trouble there, Saint. Real shithead. Or is that was that on purpose or was that a fucking coincidence? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. This one goes out to Saint.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke.
Make me say fucking D-Wall. Yeah, 60 litres of water for me would be fine. 60 litres of water for my whole family is about 3 days. Half and half. So got some rechargeable D-Wall batteries too. As long as a nuke or some sort of chemical tap goes off, rainwater's probably good. As long as you would need to filter that though, but you can always filter it, boil it. That'll do most things. Get some water purification tablets. You can even at a push put a drop of, I don't know how much per, but say per litre, you can put a single drop of bleach in, and that will kill stuff in water and be drinkable. Dante, that's great. Thanks, mate. Thank you. So it's half and half. Tony got scared sending it. Didn't want to get tied down. You might have if Metallic was on. There's a learn about poisons and remember to test on the homeless people. What books to do? You dick, Rich. Yeah, I've had a troublemaker. It's strange. Charles said water to go bottle. I've used on the Yorkshire Moors. It's really good. No shit. It's nice. Nice. You're a dickhead, Rich. I do make me laugh. Mafia said H. Penny, I'm going to watch Ex Machina tonight. I did watch Sunshine last night. Oh, and Penny, I have been using my cold rice bag. It's out there. I had it on earlier. It won't be cold now. I woke up this morning and my hand didn't hurt. It hurts a bit now, but it didn't hurt when I woke up, which was good. But yeah, you basic. So yeah, it did, Penny. Yeah. So did it help? For very, very basic prepping, you basically, the main thing is think about if you were stuck in your house, what you'd need. Think about if you was in your home, there was no electric, no water, and you were stuck in your house, right? Think about what you'd need. Very basic things though. You'd need water, food. You'd have your blankets and all that. But you'd want something to light the place, entertain you, blah, blah, blah. And then you also want to think about if you had to leave your home. Because it's not always about, oh, I've got to leave because, I don't know. There's loads of really basic reasons you might need to leave your home. Could be a fucking gas leak, could be a bomb scare, could be a flood. You know, where you're just fucking off for a couple of days. Have a bag. So then think about what you need in that bag. So you have a bag to take with you and some stuff to stay at home. That's the most basic way to do it. Penny said, how are you using your glasses? Do you know what? My eyes have been all right today. I haven't needed them. I've been on the computer all day and they've been all right. But I do use them. Dot says, sat with mine, my lava temp on my shoulder. Oh, nice, yeah. Most of the morning. Glad. Yeah, it did. Yeah, there it is. Central, I think I'll stick to chlorine tablets. My tap water already tastes like chemicals. Southern water. Yeah. I couldn't tell you the 100% thing with the bleach, but you can do that. Richard, Till can't believe someone wrote that in a book. I know, it's mental. Yeah, but that book, you're not even allowed it now. Spacey said, "Oh, stay, live or die." Spacey, don't run. Oh, God. Nick said, you could also easily test yourself. Literally just turn up your gas and electric off. Try and go about your day so you know exactly what you need. Yeah, but you don't need to go massively complicated. Ain't it, Nick? It's just simple stuff. Yeah. Think about that's a really good way to put it, Nick, because instantly, are you going to boil water? Are you going to want boiled water? See, I'd just go without, but I know some people who you might want to cook. So it might be worth having a little gas cooker. You know, I'd just eat out of tins, I wouldn't even bother. Or I'd go outside and just cook it on a little fire or something in the garden. If I had to. But yeah, that's a good way to do it, Nick. Yeah. Walking about at night, you're going to want one things I would say be very careful about if you have them, though, because you'd be surprised how fucking stupid people are. If you're going to have these in a survival thing in your house, and now I'll say this and people will be like, I do that every day. Be very fucking careful with candles. You'll be surprised how many people put candles on fucking windowsills, under curtains or stupid shit like that, and you burn your house down. You want to be very careful with candles. Yeah. Carla said 2 drops of bleach per litre in clear water. Nice. Penny said the minimum food safety parts per million is 4 or 5 drops of regular bleach per gallon. Okay. Doc said, I'll wait for winter when my pipes freeze again. I can tell you, flushing a toilet with boiling snow on the stove sucks. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, no running water. No way to flush a bog unless you're pouring water down it. Yeah. Yeah, barbecue in the yard, exactly, Spacey. Penny said that only works for potable water, not sewage or seawater, yes. Generator. Doctor, generators go outside. Hello, Bearwire and jeans and jumpers. And hi, mate, and everyone. Been a while since I've been on here for a lovely stream. But I'm not too bad, mate. My hands are fucked. I think I've got tendonitis in both hands at the minute. Yes, tea lights in lanterns, yeah. But yeah, you do want to be careful with candles. You do want to be careful with candles. Don't get a fucking wind up fucking torch. Get one of these. Fuck getting candles. Get one of these. Hang on. Now, I've not done extensive tests on this yet because I don't know how long it'll last. But get one of these. Right. That's a that is a pump handled light. Ain't bad. If you're fucking desperate for something. Well, don't do it that hand. Not bad, is it? I've got no battery in it at all. I don't know how long it'll last. But there's plenty of other things like that. Put a grate, top or to boil water, yes. Nick said candles were the #1 cause of house fires before electricity became common. Seems obvious, but yeah, people don't think the fact is literally naked flames are just it's weird, isn't it, Nick? My mum won't even let us have candles in the house. Tea light in a muffin tin for heat, yes. But just be careful with them. Just talking about very, very basic prepping, Bearwire, for someone who doesn't do it. So not complicated stuff, just yeah. Jeans and Jump said, recovering from a broken right wrist bone, I can sympathise. Pain in the arse, doing anything. Yes, yeah, nightmare, isn't it, mate? I hope you get well soon as well. Penny said, take a clear jug of water and bleach and put a flashlight on top for super light. Yes, that's like a big lamp that lights them everywhere. So it said, honestly, I'd just stick to an old oil lamp. Pretty sure you can use a mix of diesel and engine oil. Even powers a diesel heater too. Yes. Space Cadet said, got one of them. Good lights. Oh, nice, good. Yeah, I think it's all right. Yeah, solar powered radio. Yeah, I got one of them. Super glue for thick cuts. But yeah, just keep it simple at first, and then once you've got the basics down, you'll then think of other things you might need. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I sort of live like that anyway. All of that shit, I've got that in this room. Everything we would have mentioned, apart from the water's under the stairs. Obviously the food's in the kitchen, but you know, I've got enough lights in here for everyone in the house if they want one. I've even probably got enough little radios that I've kept over the years that take AA batteries, so that if it did come to it and you had no electricity and people was bored shitless, they can at least go into their own rooms and listen to the radio. You know what I mean? Saint said, never understood how important torches are growing up in a town until I went to the countryside and had to go out at 2 a.m, pitch black, and couldn't see 5 feet in front of me. Yeah, it's mental, isn't it? It's mental. You can't see nothing sometimes in proper black. Income said, I work in renewable solar, heat pumps, etc. Happy to help advise too. Nice one. Yeah, we're just talking about basics really at the minute. Very, very basics for someone who doesn't prep at all. Drop said, helps being broadcast when the world ends. You know more than the average person. That's true. That's sort of my, yeah, exactly. It does, because you know, you end up knowing how to repair things, make things. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, but it is. The more you've grown up without these things or having to fix things, I could make a torch if I had to. Not my motto. My motto is I ain't got one. Saint said, no, my motto is life shit unless you're on drugs and you die. That's my motto. Saint said, even a tiny light feels like a sun when there's no moon about. Yeah, exactly. Dan said, this is all great information. Thank you all very much. We'll consider all your advice. Cheers. Nice one, Dan. But yeah, just keep it simple at first, and just have a think of the stuff you might need if you don't have access to other people, the outside world, or your general stuff in your house. Especially because that's how my brother was always tinkering. Yeah, the only thing I can't really fuck about with, I know nothing about engines, but I can do like minor electrics and that, and I can fix things. And yeah, never really learnt about engines though. Just nothing I really ever had to do. But I could fix a bike and stuff like that, and lots of things. I'm just trying to think of things that come on top of my head. But anything, I've fixed most things. Since I've downloaded so many PDFs about basic car mechanics on my laptop, if I never have the internet, always good to have the information. Yes, yeah, my dad had manuals for all his cars. My dad was never a mechanic as a job. I've seen him take a fucking engine out of a lorry using the fucking manual that came with it and put another one back in it. And I think it's pretty mental. But that's just, you read that fucking manual and yeah, you can do that. So I said, fucking love Moonlight. Would take it over sun anytime. I said, my motto in life is like oral sex. One slip of the tongue and you're in the shit. That was a good one. Special Cadet said, need to be organised. I'm more of an old hoarder. The Drop said, always have a hammer would be good advice, even if it's not a hammer. The Drop said, but I bet you have a screw for any job spacey. Fuck's sake. There you go. Keep it simple, that's all, when you start. I still do now. I try not to have too much shit. Because you can really step it up if you've got money. You can start buying big power fucking things and generators and shit, and they'll do all the things you need then, and you can still run, say, like a fucking fridge on it if you need that. But, you know, I don't know. They are really good and they do the job, but can you live without it? For a couple of days? Probably, yeah. It depends. I've got no end of fucking torches and power banks and, let's say, little radios. That'll do it, keep you entertained. Back cards. I have in there got some little wind up. It's a shit one. I need to get a better one. A wind up charger, but you can get one about this big, with a big, this whole completely metal, with a crank handle about that long. You clamp it to your table, and that's got quite a decent bit of output. And like that small one probably would hardly charge anything, and you'd have to do it for ages. Whereas that big one, that'll charge like a big decent phone and be quite good at it. The basic solar panels. I've got a really shit £3 solar panel up there that will charge things. It's quite slow, but it will charge it. Drop said, learn to be sufficient without fuel is what it boils down to. Yeah, exactly. Dingdom said, what's the level? That's the level I design for some customers. Full off grid. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I could never afford anything like that. But that would be the way to go. Wouldn't it? That would be the way to go if you can do that. Space Cadet said I keep a cricket bat by my bed in case someone ever breaks in and hurls a ball at me. Great idea. Yes, you want to be able to hit that ball back, don't you? Don't want to fucking miss that opportunity. Didn't jump in, it can be surprisingly cheap. Oh, really? Yeah, we wouldn't think so, would you? But yeah, I suppose. As you say, what did you say yours was? It was hang on. Yeah, renewable solar. The drop said around here electricity is more of a thing we don't make ourselves, and that can be resolved. Nice. Yeah. I've got very basic kit. I don't really spend a lot of money on anything. Saint said, could we really live purely without fuel nowadays? So many people just grow up not realising how much fuel plays in the part in ours. Well, exactly. I mean, well, if you don't know how to, no, probably not. But yeah. Oh, a lot of people don't know anything. They wouldn't know what to do with their clothes after they've worn them because you can't chuck them in a washing machine. Don't know, shit like that. Yeah, I don't know. Guess we're fucked. Basically, that says full off grid for power. I would like learn more and try. Drop said if you find yourself starving, you'll learn to catch food. Exactly. Yeah, get yourself an air rifle or a crossbow. You're not allowed to hunt with a crossbow in normal times, but obviously in shit at the fan, that's different. That's a different completely different thing. Yeah, I'll be off at about past. I need to get that film down. I'll wait until I finish, then I can take the fan off the table. Try to climb up on a swivel chair. Every time I do it, I say to myself, don't do it. It's really dangerous. Because I'll stretch up because some of my DVDs are like touching the ceiling. So I'll be stood on this and I'll stretch up and it'll suddenly go like that. I'll fucking shit myself. Or it'll suddenly drop down a little bit. What's everyone doing after this? I know some, obviously the Americans, you've still, quite early for you, isn't it? You're at 7:30. Saint says, stock up on deodorant too. Don't want to stink when dying. Yeah, nah, fuck it. Stink, mate. Stink. Stink like shit. And then if people come to get you, they might not bother. Don't cover yourself in shit, though. That's not a good idea. I don't know. Maybe I do recommend covering yourself in shit at fan situations if people can't get you. Might be a good idea. Might genuinely be a good idea. Don't know. Jeans and Jumper said I'll do a free solar design for you, mate. With advice if you want. We'll have to send me an email, Jeans and Jumper. The only problem is I literally don't even have like fucking 40 quid to my name at the minute. Johnson alcohol works for deodorant. Space Cadet says shit in a fan, no food in the shops. I'm near a duck pond. Ducks, crayfish, air gun, 4 pigeons, and rabbits. Yes. But yeah, I'd be interested in that, Jeans and Jump. But the only problem is, as I say, I've got like, I'm so skint at the minute, so I've got nothing at all. Saint said, you got any compound bows, mate? Been looking at one of them instead of a crossbow. I do have a compound bow. I've got a 32-pound compound bow. I think it's in the loft or behind my sofa, so I won't be able to get it. And it's all right, yeah. You don't really need much more than, say, £40. Pretty sure a £40 compound do most things like a fucking £150 crossbow do in power, because they've got a longer fucking draw on them. yeah, it still does about the same. Any cons? I suppose it's going to be just as knackering, isn't it? You still got to pull that string back, and also with a compound, once you pulled it back, they have a let off. So you pull it, and then it lets off, and then it's lighter, so you can hold it there. You're not holding that £40 still. It drops down to say 20. I don't definitely know. Richard be the person to tell you all this. I don't know about cons for it when you really think about it. I don't know. Do you know what? I've never truly had a proper think about a comparison between a bow and a crossbow, a compound bow and a crossbow. Maybe that's a video to do. There you go. With my hands better, I'll do it. I'll do a comparison. Yeah, I will. I'll do a comparison video. I've done a bow versus crossbow versus air rifle, but I wasn't actively. It was just more talking about it. Yeah, what I'll do, I'll go over power, how much it makes you tired, speed, all the different things that might, yeah. Yeah, fucking lists. Never ending. I couldn't write for a second now. It's on your to-do list. Right now, it's just on a random list, some on the back of somewhere. That shouldn't be on that list. That's fucking stuffed for fucking video effects. It's the wrong list, but it's written down. Get me on your fucking list. You've been on the list for ages. Drops. That's a better place to put it. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's on your to-do list. Thank you, Drops. That's a better list to put it on. So it's on the Discord list. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that's better. That's a better place to put it. I do check that once every like 2 years. Nah, I do check it. I'm looking forward to doing a bit more editing. I've been having quite a good bit of fun doing that because I'm the Spyrophiles editing or Spyroverse stuff. It's always funny as fuck. So you have a good laugh doing that. And I quite like creating things on there because it's not like doing normal YouTube videos. YouTube videos are just mostly recording footage and then putting those bits together. Whereas editing Spyrophile stuff, it involves a bit of acting, special effects, music, all stuff like that. I've been having a track Deep in the Bunker's Grind today so that I could put a bloody effect there and then track that to put a sensor over it. Yeah, that was fucking hard work. I feel crossbows are definitely more accurate though. That's so yeah, accuracy is another thing. So that's the thing. Accuracy, power, stopping power, how tiring it makes you. I'll do all of that. I think yeah, that's probably the major difference. But you may find it there's pros and cons of everything. So yeah, it is harder to hit with bow, definitely, because it's harder to aim. It's not like aiming down sights. Although you can just aim down the arrow, essentially. And just basically, if you look straight down the arrow, you can point that arrow straight at something. You know what I mean? But don't... I'm very, very, very fucking amateur at bows. I know fuck all about them, really. Colin said, you're making a film. I am making a new spoof documentary for the Spyrophiles. So yeah, it's a spoof comedy mockumentary. And then I'll be doing some more episodes of the Spyrophiles scene. So yeah, this is a... Do you know about the Spyroverse? If you don't, you should. You're missing out. It's fucking great. So I think modern bows have those long stick things for aiming and lasers. Seen them on competition, but yeah, it's different kind of aiming though. The problem with bows, what it is with a bow, I don't know about a compound bow, but if you pull that bow back and hold it, if you have it in any slight different position when you shoot it, it shoots differently. You have to, especially with a recurve. I don't know about compounds really, but with a recurve bow, you have to hold it the exact length and in the exact same position every single time for it to be accurate. If your hand's ever so slightly lower, or ever so slightly further back, or slightly higher, that'll shoot different every time. I don't know if a compound's the same. As I said, I don't really know fuck all about but yeah, drops. Mike's always making a film. Technically, I am, I suppose, because yeah, the Spirophiles they're all just short films. Yeah, so yes, I am. I am making a film. And I will be making a full film for the Spirophiles one day. But at the minute, I'm doing the mockumentary, which in itself will be I reckon, 35, 40-minute documentary, pure comedy. Got some decent stuff in it. It should be amazing. I've done about 20 minutes so far, I think. But luckily, with a lot of this stuff, I can film a lot of it in one go, because partly I don't like to do multiple takes of things. It's not worth the bother. It's funny if it's a little bit improvised. I think they're funny if they're a bit improvised, and adds to the sort of feel of it. So it said, I think modern bows. No, read that. So it said, I used my recurve not long ago for the first time, one of those cheap fiberglass ones. Went halfway through a 4x2, genuine fiber. That's what I mean. So a standard sort of £40 bow will probably hit about as hard as £150 crossbow. Penny said, "Want to interview me later?" Definitely. If you could just set a camera up, Penny. If you think of the questions, all I need is you just need to tell me some kind of thing that happened to you with the Spirophiles, and it'll be set like someone's interviewing you. Carla said, I know what you mean. When you hold it different, it'll shoot all over the place. Yes. But if you'd like me to do a proper interview with you, Penny, can you not record live video? Yes. How do you mean though? Penny said, babe, you can ask me a question you want. I have ideas. It might be easier if you just do it yourself, if that makes sense. It gets too confusing, I think, yeah. Drop says so that you can have an actual interview. Oh, okay. Well, it's okay because I can green screen myself. So I can either green screen myself on the screen so it looks like I'm there talking, or you can do a cut back. So it's them, and then you cut to the other person, then you cut back like that. The only problem is I ain't got any questions. I haven't done any. That's why I give people the vague idea, and then you can come up with the questions yourself. I mean, just try to make it easy for everyone. Sainton, I wish you could have tested out one of those air gun crossbow mix things. Pretty sure they're banned now. Yeah, I think that. Well, yeah, the airbow things. But yeah, the easiest way to do it is set a camera up facing you. Okay. I don't know. Just ask my story. Well, that's it. Well, that's all you need to do. All I need is the footage of you telling the story. I can add in the questions. I can add in the questions or whatever. Let's make this as easy as possible. Drop set for the Queen's Night. I bet it could get sorted, and it'd be the only other woman in the spot. Well, exactly. I do want you to join in, Penny. So, Penny, all you got to do is set the camera up. I can blur your face. Or whatever. You could sit in silhouette, or I could make that happen. Anything. I just need some footage, or you telling me of some kind of event that happened to do with the Spirophiles. So, it could have happened to you. Or you could have watched it happen to someone else. You might have watched a bloke, a bastard, get a crinkle cut cock, and you might have seen him get sucked into the nether regions, and he was such a cunt. You just let it happen, sort of thing. That's a bit like a Stephen King story. But yeah, good night anyone who's going off. So. Or it could be something that happened to you or anything, but yeah. But that's all I need. I can do everything else afterwards. All I really need is your footage, though. I mean, that's the easiest way to do it, because then it does. Because the problem is, as soon as I have to get actually involved in it, it starts getting really complicated. Then. But yes, I want you badly to be in it, Penny. Sainted Halloween is coming. I've got to do something interesting, Spiroverse related. All of this may be for Halloween. Yeah, there may be a whole entire Spiroverse night Halloween. Yeah. Drop said your first ever crinkle clicked. Told first hand. Just remember though, you also have to have done something bad. To get the proper bad things, you have to have been evil. I mean, you can get, maybe it's a warning, but if you're really bad, you get sucked into the nether regions. If you're just a bit bad and you've been messing around, what happened to Samurai Bird? He was messing around with a spirograph, and they chucked him off a ladder and broke his fucking arms. That was just a warning. Right. Fanny said, I know. Dropped his tongue. Drop said, all I did was buy a record. Well, yeah. You must have been one evil bastard. You must have been one right evil bastard to get a fucking, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because it made me die when you said it. It was great. Space Cadets, I'm going to head off. Going to do some editing, mate. Take care, mate. See you later. So, yeah. Just think about the different things you might have witnessed. And then depending on the style that you do it in, it can either just be, I've come to your house to record you telling me about it. Or like the drops, I turn the drops into a radio interview. So the dropped, he called up a radio station. And then that's what his audio is. And I've even done a bit before of the actual radio station and a bit afterwards of the radio station. Yeah. So there's so many things you can do. But yeah, all you need to do is, I just need the basic story of what you did, what happened to you, and how you feel about it now. The more graphic, the better, though. Funny, graphic, make people squirm, make people laugh. All right? And I should be looking forward to it. Yes. And if you want, I'll send you the thing I made of the drops later, just so you can watch it and have a laugh. You've probably seen the stuff he did, but if I show you the rest, you'll know what I did with it. But yeah. Doctor, here's a question. If someone adds to this, when do they get their shit badge? Anyone can have a... Well, you used to have to buy your shit badge. Your shit badges. What, shit as in your ID? Do you mean your ID dropped? When you get your ID? Well, to get your ID, you have to be in one of the Spyro Files episodes. And the Spyro Files, that's the actual agents. So if you do a story of you getting crinkle cut cock, that's technically not, you're not a member of shit. You're not in the Spyro Hunting Intel team. For that, you've got to be one of the agents. Yeah. But if you want one, I'll do you one anyway. I'll get you one anyway. I could get you one of these anyway. But you do then have to be one of the people who are investigating it, rather than a victim. I need a new one. I can stay alive. So yeah. I dated you so hard. I bet you would, and I would you too. Right, I need to go off in a minute. Feel free, Penny, send me any footage tonight. I'll be up for a little bit. I'm gonna watch that film. You know how to send me stuff, don't you? You could either email me it or you know how to do, because you send me those videos, the Dark Tower videos, don't you? So book readings. Send me the email and I'll ask for the permission, and then yeah. All right. Also, it doesn't need to be longer than say 3 minutes. It don't matter if it is longer, but 3 minutes is probably about right for the total length. I'd recommend about 1.5 minutes to 3 minutes. If it goes longer though, that's fine. That's still perfect. It can be 5 minutes long if you want. Drop said, go on then. Send Penny a few questions. I'll hold the camera. Well, that's keep it basic. As I say, don't need the questions. I've come there to interview her about what happened to her. So Penny, what happened to you? Okay. No. Yeah, you don't need any questions from me. That's the thing. You don't need any questions from me. I just want to know what happened to you. I'm coming to your house to interview you. All I need to know is what happened to you. Why do you think that happened? How do you feel about it now? But it doesn't have to be that. That's just the general gist. If you do those 3 things, you cover pretty much everything, don't you? You cover why it happened, what happened. Yeah. Yeah. Love you too, Penny. I can't wait to see your content. It's really fucking brilliant, I imagine. Carlos said, good night. Right, yeah, I better fuck off because it is quite late. Thank you for watching, everyone. I shall look forward to your footage, Penny. Let me know if you want your face blurred. Feel free to put a mask on or a hat covering your face or something like that. Yeah. All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. I'm going to go watch this film and then I'll let you know when I finished it. All right. Cheers, everyone. Love you all. Love you, Penny. Love you, Dropped. See you later, Carlos, Saint. Space Cadet's already gone. Anyone else is watching? Yeah, lock your windows and your doors. Yes. Don't have nightmares and do sleep well. All right. I had a nightmare last night, but yeah. But I still slept well. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. Anyone else watching this wants to join in, please do. All right. Good night. Good night, Penny. I'll speak to you later.